Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode of Brave Dog Training Online's Womenpower playlist. I'm Anita. I help you build a trusting relationship with your dog so you can overcome fear and reactivity issues. And today we're gonna talk about a topic that, in my opinion, is very important and is something, that can be a little bit of a problem. And that's curiosity. Are you curious? Have fun. All right, so this is actually something that we are supposed to forget when we are kids. Because maybe like sentences like curiosity killed the cat and stuff like that. So being curious is kind of a bad thing. And if you're curious about people, then you're nosy and stuff like that. So yeah, it's yeah, children get told that curiosity isn't a very good thing. And to be honest, in my childhood, when you were curious as a kid and you wanted to know stuff and you ask a lot of questions, teachers hated that. Teachers absolutely hated me. In every school I went, there were exceptions, of course. The young and hip teachers are actually kind of happy to answer questions because it helped them um, know if the children are asleep or if they are listening or if they are interested at all in what they're telling them. But the traditional teachers, like people who were 100 years old and not really into the job anymore, what I understand, I couldn't teach for whatever money because yeah, I don't have a way with children. I cannot really I cannot really understand them in a way, yeah, where I could teach them. So yeah, children are not really my area of expertise. Funny because dogs are very much like children, but it's different anyway. Doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is that I would love to know if it was the same thing for you when you were in school. So why don't you write me in the comments if you were curious as a kid and asked a lot of questions and if that got you in trouble or if you just accepted things. And for me, the greatest problems that brought me was in religion because my religion teachers, they just they didn't want to explain stuff to me or they couldn't, I don't know. I never had a religion teacher who just could tell me anything I asked, really. So they don't really. All right, so okay, maybe I just got the ones who didn't want to, I don't know. um but later on, when I started studying at the university, it was kind of required to ask questions. And that was something totally new for me. Suddenly I was allowed to ask questions, and that's why studying at a university was fun for me. And I hated school. I hated school so much. Of course, there was mobbing involved and stuff like that, but it wasn't the only reason. It was just so boring. But all right. And I think that curiosity and wanting to know stuff is something that brings you ahead in life. It gives you a lot more fun, it gives you a lot more interest, and a lot more excitement and stuff like that because you're just not afraid to try new stuff. You're a little bit of a risk taker and you're interested in things. So there are new things coming around all the time. And if you just aren't curious about anything because you're afraid to be curious, because people could talk about you, then you're about to miss a lot. Really, it's so much out there, and if you stop asking questions and just accept things, you can be fooled very easily. And that's also why I love working with people who want to know why the dog is behaving like this, why the dog is feeling like this, what he's feeling, and how we can change that, and how we can really get to the source of the problem and not just have quick fixes and, oh yeah, I have my life and the dog just has to be in it, but I don't really care. Those are not the people I work with, and those are not the people who are happy working with me, because I tend to explain way too much. So, for those of you who have worked with me, you know what I'm talking about. I love explaining stuff, and if somebody who works with me asks me something, I try to answer that, and if I don't know, then I'm gonna look it up. And that's another opportunity for me to learn something new. And I think it's really, really amazing to learn new stuff all the time. Yes, sometimes it's a bit overwhelming when we overdo it, but to be honest, life is short, and it's a shame to just let it pass by and, yeah, not learn stuff. Of course, if you are a person who wants to know why the dog is behaving like this and how you can help and stuff like that, but you're not really sure, book a free call. The link is in the description, and we'll talk about it. We'll see how I can help you, how I can support you on your journey, and yeah, explain a bunch of stuff you want to know. So I'll be very, very happy to chat with you and to read all your comments and all that stuff. So be sure to leave a comment and a thumbs up and a subscription and whatever you want, so you don't miss anything that's coming up. And of course, you can also comment or send me an email about topics you want to know and dog training topics you want to learn about. And yeah, I'll see what I can do. I wish you an amazing time with your dog, and I wish you an amazing time learning stuff. And be brave, be curious. It's amazing. Until next time, bye.